What's up guys, how's it going? Grillabeatz here. This is the first video in a series I'm doing for MachineMasters.com, introductory finger drumming tutorial, and in this video I'm going to get that started. I'm going to show you guys the basic layout for a kit, what you'd expect to see on the pads when you come up to a drum machine, as well as some basic kick and snare grooves that can get you started. So with that being said, let's get it going. I have a kit loaded up here, one of the ones I like to use when I'm doing an acoustic jam session. It's an NI factory kit called Studio Break. Let's get to it. Pad 1 is going to be your kick, pad 2 is going to be your snare, pad 3 is your closed hi-hat, pad 4 is your open hi-hat. This is really the most important row. It's where you're going to build your foundational groove and add on everything after that. Continuing on, we've got pads 5 through 8, which are usually kick and snare variations, as long as some hi-hat stuff as well if you're using an acoustic kit. So pad 5 is it's a snare variation. It's going to be a side stick snare. And then pad 6 is rim shot. Pad 7 is a splash cymbal. And then pad 8 is usually going to be, like a different kind of hi-hat. Like this is a pedal hit, for instance. So you got your closed, your open, and your pedal. Now moving up from there, pretty straightforward. You've got pads 9 through 12, which are going to be toms on an acoustic kit. You got your high tom, your middle tom, your low tom, and your floor tom. And that comes pretty standard with any of the kits you see. There's some ways that you can change it to make it more ergonomic and get them tighter around this main area, but I'll show you that later. And then the top row up here is usually going to be reserved for cymbals, crashes, chinas, ride cymbals, which is exactly what we have. On pad 13 we've got a crash, on pad 14 we've got a china, on pad 15 we've got a ride, and on pad 16 we have a ride bell. Really good for different kinds of accents, which we'll get to later. But just starting off, if you've never really messed with the pads before, you're going to want to get used to using independent finger movement to, construct your grooves. But a really good way to start is just by experimenting with like simple kick and snare patterns. So we're going to start off with just a basic 4/4 groove. The snares usually fall on the 3 and the 4, and the kick usually falls on the 1 and 3 in this circumstance. So it sounds a little bit like this. Really simple, but once you get used to that, you can start adding a little bit more variation and having some different sounds coming out. So that's really a good place to get started. Usually, I like to use one hand so I can have my other hand free to do cymbal work and tom fills and whatnot. But you can also, if you're more used to the MPC, you can use both fingers as well. But then you'll run into problems with using your cymbals and stuff later, which we'll get to. But yeah, as far as that first video goes, I just wanted to get you started on some pretty simple kick and snare patterns to help get you going and get you familiarized with the kit. Don't forget to check out AG Got Beats and the Machine Masters YouTube channel, as well as my own. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. All of it is just grillabeatz. Yeah, until next time. Peace.